Hello, everybody. Um, Gravitational report. A little bit late, but had been technical difficulties up here for it, so I had to work a lot on the computer to fix it. Don't know what happened to it, but some challenges in here, so made it happen. Uh, Back online, back in what it needs to be, where it needs to be, and thanks the Father and the universe that helps with everything within challenges for it. So it's challenging time, challenging energies, but also there is some energies there are coming in today. It's very beautiful. You might gonna feel a lot of love within you. You may gonna feel a lot of visions that coming into you, a lot of situations, a lot of overview of the past. And that will be a Neptune. Neptune that controls the visions, Neptune who shows you the right things. Now, since Neptune is retrograde, he's got a lot of powers from with looking from within. In the morning, he has no negative aspects. He's just shining bright, and it's like gives all the love for. So today it's the little princess that learns what love is. We're going to talk about the princess. What is the princess? The princess that is a Venus and Leo that just begin to entering there. So if you have something within the last degrees of Virgo or the beginning of the first 8 degrees of Leo, you might want to feel a lot of love coming into you. I mean, it's just pouring in from within. But also, you need to look within that love. What is that love represents to you? Are you growing within love? That is one of the little princess understands in love what love is. Someone taught her, someone showed her, someone gives her the visions, and that is a Neptune who actually opens all the energies for. So, uh, what is the situation with this is that pretty soon we are going to have the moon that was a full moon. It's going to be entering and it's going to fire up Neptune. That visions about love. For it, that today's going to begin kind of like a 5D, 7D is going to be turned up. It's going to be pretty powerful. And I'm not joking. Some of you may be feeling it. You feel like this love that blows from within you, and you don't know what to do with it. And yeah, it could be intense, but enjoy that love. That love's teaching you. That love is giving you everything. And it's about you to change to become the love. It is about to abandon this child thing and grow in the love and become the princess of love. That what this will be. Okay. There is also intense energies like every day, which is we're talking about for the past, I don't know, maybe almost a month and a half too. We've been talking about this Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio thing because of the North and the South nodes are there and Taurus and a Scorpio, and what's going on with Leo, it's affecting everything because it squares all that, and it's opposing everything in Aquarius. The Sun is opposing Taurus. This is kind of like you going against your own fate. But later on, the Sun is going to come in at 22 degrees within about 2 3 days, and that will be when actually is going to oppose Saturn, who is in 22 degrees. So we are going to talk about huge karmic lessons. Huge karmic lessons are coming in for look from within you. Depends of what you have within yourself for it. But today is about the visions. Today is about learning to represent the love within. You might go back in time, revise the love, revise the persons you love. You might reevaluate your learnings about love because it's about also clearing the confusions from within you about love. First of all, the moon is there, but the moon is not going to have aspects a lot. The moon is opposing Mercury. No communications. It's kind of like you zip it, but you have to look at it from within. That's what this love is about to clear the confusions on your own. Okay, that's what this energy, what 7 o'clock is. Venus is at 2 degrees, 4 minutes in Leo. So if you have a planet in there, you also may gonna feel Neptune affecting that planet. Okay, so for example, if that is a Mercury, you're gonna feel a lot of communications and things that you want to do or do within love. If there is a Pluto in there in Leo, take a look within you what the things are. If that is a Mars, your masculine energy is going to be there with Venus within love. If that is a Jupiter, you are about to grow in there. If you have a Jupiter in Leo, it's that growth representing for it. That is your moon. Okay, that is about to develop the love within mother, the goddess mother from within you. Very beautiful aspect if you have the moon there. So look at what you have within the first degrees of Leo, the first 8 degrees of Leo. All right. So at 7 o'clock, that ascendant is going to be at Virgo. We already talked about it. That now the energy is changing. You want to fix the things, put the things in order. Okay, that's going to be coming up first thing in the morning. And MC is right in Mars, in Taurus, the house. I got to fix material tanks. I got to fix my cave. I have to fix my kingdom. I have to fix my stuff within material world. It's coming up. Pluto helps you to adjust, to transform, okay, to have everything. But Neptune is going to be a very powerful because he's got the sextile with everything. He's got a sextile with the North Node, the Uranus and Mars. He's got a trine with Lilith and Venus. He's got a sextile with Pluto. He's going to give you all the visions. He's going to give you the road about the future. But it's all connecting with Venus, with love, because everything that they have to do, all the changes that you need to do within your life is about love. Okay. A lot of you is not going to feel like this. If you are more within the fear, if you are more within the ego, if you're more within the material world, things not going to work in the material world. The reason is that the sun is squaring Mars and squaring Uranus, MC, North Node. It is opposing Saturn. It's like you're going against your fate in destiny. So it's a lot of opposite energy. So check your emotions, check your things. Where are you going with this? But if you're full of love, why? Because love changing heals everything. All right. So that is about at 7 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to match Mercury. There's going to be trine with the North Node. Now you're going to be looking for a karmic lessons. You are learning about karma. You're learning about certain changes that you need to make because you see that if you don't make a changes, there's nothing going to change in your present current situations. Wherever your situation, maybe your situation is rough and tough for it, and that's what that Neptune is going to help with everything. But the ascendant with Mercury is going to be trining North Node and Uranus, and Mercury is going to be kind of like you're getting divine messages for certain changes that you need to make. There's going to be this energy at 8 o'clock for Saturn right now. It's providing this divine energy towards Lilith and Cancer. Is about like time is time. You need to fix this darkness within the family. Stop being the be love, and that's what will be at 9 o'clock, the energy is going to be a very interesting. It's going to be a lot of love comes in. The ascendant is at 24 degrees in Virgo. It's going to receive the messages how you to fix everything for you, how to fix the karma, the karmic license. There's going to be a divine energy between the ascendant and Lilith towards Saturn. There is in Aquarius, beautiful trine with Pluto, beautiful positions of you to change, to evolve. Okay, that's what Pluto is. But Actions. You need to take actions, not just thinking, not just could have be, should have be, would have be. Okay, actions determinates the present. So whatever you do now in the present is going to act in your present when it comes in. That's what this is. With no actions, there is no, nothing happens. Okay, only a thought process and wasting time, energy for. So the ascendant is going to be connecting a lot with Pluto, a lot with the North Node and Uranus. Beautiful thing that because you might gonna get visions of how to fix situations, how to organize your material life, how to look at this, how to find this escape of situations that you are in. For beautiful time for self reflections in the morning. At 10 o'clock, the ascendant is at 6 degrees at Libra. Now, the Venus is looking at the relationship, and the ascendant from a Libra towards Venus, which is a sextile, empowers that energy that comes in from Neptune. Okay, so if you look at it within the charts, all right, Jupiter right now it's entering and it's also give the growth. This is one of the princess does her own inner work and grow to become the real royal. So from a child to grow to a princess. Okay. That is going to be this process. Later on, when Venus moves at the 23rd, 24 degrees, she is going to be now get her crown as a queen. But she has to move and grow and evolve. She has to learn a lot of things. She has to let it go of things that she doesn't need as her royal highness. Okay, that's what is going to be a very good. A lot of you is going to go through this process. At 11 o'clock, the ascendant is at 18 degrees at Libra, and it's got a divine energies with 18 degrees Uranus, and the North Node it's going at the 17 degrees now. They begin to kind of like separate right now. The job is pretty much done. The moon still in Pisces. It's opposing Mercury for it. Not a good time for communications, but communications with from within, about to learn from the divine. Okay. The ascendant it's trining Saturn, and Saturn has the divine energy with Lilith and MC. Now that Lilith part from within you, it is about realizing that when Lilith abandoned Adam, she also abandoned her goddess. So now Lilith goes back in time, look for from within, and now she repents to God. So she can receive what was given to her at the beginning of time. So she left her ego in order to do this. But she needs to transform. And it's not easy to transform because Pluto is opposing Lilith. Pluto's telling you have to do it the right way or you're not doing it at all. Even if you want, even if you do. And that's why some of you may be going to feel like lazy. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to get the things done. But Saturn, the teacher, the wise man, okay, and Aquarius tells you find a new power in you, find a new road within you. The ascendant that is in Libra, that's coming from the North Node also, and Uranus is kind of divine energies. It tells you look at that relationship God has for you. So beautiful energy. You might be not handling that love so much because that love it's powerful. It's kind of like your chest is, your heart's going to come out of your chest. You guys know what I'm talking about. So much love that you can't even stand in one spot. So that energy actually was confirmed for it. I had a call with United States with Nick, and he's like, dude, he's just, yeah. I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. That's how I feel. For 12 o'clock ascendant it's at 0 degrees of Scorpio. It squares the MC and squares the Venus and squares Pluto. This is the time when the little princess is like, I don't want to learn this. I don't want this. I want to stay kid. I just don't want to do my duties. I don't want to be that much, but I want to be a princess. So now there's going to be this like a mirror side. The one side is all negative and the one side is all positive. But Saturn, right there, the teacher, is about helping Lilith, but Neptune shows up the vision. It says like, well, you're destined to be a princess, and the princess don't do this. Princess doesn't do that. And when the princess screws up, she needs to learn that she did screws up. What was that movie with Anne Hathaway? Then she was a Princess Diaries. The movie, that was the time when she actually ran away, for, and she didn't want to be a princess and so on and so on, to realize that it's her duty, not because of anything else, but because the people in Genovia believes in her. And that's what is going to be that growth in there. Some of you can have this kind of like a moment within yourself during this period. Within, we're talking about within the next pretty much like few weeks. Well, the Venus transitions through Leo. Okay, and you'll see this energy. All right. So at 1 o'clock, the ascendant is in Scorpio. It's opposing everything on Taurus. But it's sextile Mercury, and Mercury is in trine with Uranus, and the ascendant is trining the moon. It is about like to see the clear vision, the clear pictures, the clear situations from it. The MC is together with the sun. That is when you make the from within you. When you make this moment as a king, when you realize that I see these kings and they weren't right. I need to change something. I need to do something for it. Mars, the warrior, it's coming into a play a lot about this because of the T square that it's between Saturn, Mars, and the Sun. Usually during those aspects, a lot of the people put and step up within their lower energies into their lower astral and get a lot of energies that comes in with an ego. But it's got to be my way. It's got to be this way. I am the king, and that is the lessons that it's going to be taught. And now the princess from within you sees that this king is mad for not a good reason, not caring for the people. And within you is going to be kind of like this conflict that you understand something from within your own self that could be like this. So at 2 o'clock p.m., the ascendant moves to 23 degrees. MC is approaching Mercury. It's about like, you know what, enough is enough. I got to get this thing straight away within me. I have to grow within this. I got to do the right things. And the MC is at 6 degrees, is within the 150 degrees from Jupiter, who is retrograde in Aries. It's kind of like I have to go back and fix everything. I have to go back and fix the castle. I have to go back and see how I can rebuild this castle. I have to go and learn all this love. I have to get all this straight in order. Jupiter is entwined with Venus. Neptune is also supporting Venus. They are both pounding that energies that it's from within. But the real power is the actions that Venus is still a little princess. She can't take a legal things yet. She hasn't been crowned as a princess. So she has to learn. So now she's learning what the laws are, what the things are in order she to act as a ruler. So a lot of the things could not be pretty because you may realize things from within that were in the darkness. That's what the ascendant of the Scorpio is going to kind of like, here's the darkness, here's the thing. You look others' darknesses, but you have to look now from within you. So now you see this energy could be intense. At 3 o'clock p.m., the ascendant is at Sagittarius. Beautiful trine with Venus and beautiful trine with Jupiter. It's growth. So you're looking for something for art. You maybe do an art, maybe do an article, or you may be watching a movie or looking at something to educate yourself. This is like the moments when the little princess goes into the history hall and is watching and is like, this is a queen one, and that queen did this, and this, and she was very known about doing this and this. She did this for the regular people for it, and during her time, that's what happens for it. This is a queen, da 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 da. She was like this, but then she changed and helps the people. She built the church. This is the queen, and she went to war, and she get this. So now the little princess studied the history of the rest of the queens. What did they did so she can grow from within. That is gonna be a very beautiful time to look at this, because you will see how the people before you they organized this, the people how they put their lives together, the people they did all these situations from within. That comes in from the MC that is in 22 degrees. Okay, but that is a divine energies from Saturn. Saturn, who is in Pisces, I'm sorry, Saturn, who is in Aquarius, that has these energies for it. All right. But the MC is opposing Neptune, who is in 24 degrees in Pisces. So now, kind of like you're blocking your own vision, but you see the visions of others. So you can gain experience from. So you may be looking for a people or talking to a people who actually they did that. How did they overcome that? How they overcome issue? How they fix their life after this? How they put everything together? And this is going to be a time that says like do something, create actions, because without actions nothing's change. So at 4 o'clock p.m., the MC is at Libra is going to opposing Jupiter at this time, but the ascendant isn't at Sagittarius. Divine energies, divine messages from Uranus in the North Node. Beautiful time because nothing works. And that's what happens is when nothing works, who do you turn to? You turn into the divine. You turn into help from above. Okay, but you need to understand the divine helps you when you are ready to create actions, not just talks, not just communications, not just thanks for. And the divine says, I'll help you, but you need to do this and this. You get the message, but you need to do this, this, and this. And that's what some of the people are gonna oppose this, because Sagittarius is they are very well known about their lavish lifestyle. That is about to look at me, who I am, what it is. I'm like this, I'm like that. But when it comes to work, most likely they are laziness for. Now the ascendant at 18 degrees at Sagittarius is squaring Mercury and Virgo. It's kind of like I don't want to do this situations. I don't want to deal with this. The ascendant also squares the moon. Your emotions, your vibrations from within you, because you have these dualities from within yourself, and you need to clear everything out. And now the moon in Pisces, like I see this and I see this. I have fear and I have love. What should I choose? And Venus tells you choose love for it, and you battling between everything from within you, and that's the reason you asking the divine. It's like help. I need somebody help. Beatles for you. So this energy is going to change later on, but that is only a change for a vision, because that energy is going to comes into the MC later on, and you have to do what probably with like 8, 9 o'clock for it. 5 o'clock p.m. MC is at 25 degrees at Libra. Divine messages. Yep. Now you get in at 5 p.m. You get this divine energy from Mars, and the divine energies from Neptune about within the spirit about your relationship. If you're in a spiritual relationships, you will get a messages from within. You will get the things from within you. But the MC at 25 degrees, it squares 26 degrees Pluto in Capricorn, and also it squares Venus, and it squares Lilith. What do you need to see? What do you need to look? And what's in you? Things that you don't like about love, the love that you actually deny from within you, the relationship from within yourself. You have this recommendations from yourself or standards in you that love she has to be like this because if it's not like this, it's not the love. That is your ego, and some of you is going to trigger in that ego because you put requirements. There is no requirements for love. Love is love. She just exists on its own and it has no requirements, because if there is a requirement for love, it doesn't, it's not love, it's something else. For okay, guys. So at 6 p.m. the ascendant is in Capricorn, MC is in Scorpio. It is about like work needs to be done, phone calls needs to be made, but I gotta be very careful, I gotta be very this, very that. The divine energies are going to help you during those energies. Beautiful divine energies are in on the plate for divine energies from MC towards Jupiter. Now Jupiter tells you, hey, well, the castle is down, everything's broke down, and we need to fix this wall. We gotta put a new door. We have to patch this and this, and that's gonna cost that amount of money and that amount of situations, and that's the truth. In order you to fix everything that needs to be fixed, so you can have the castle in the present time, so the castle can be habitable again. So now the little princess is looking this, and she learns she learns how to build castles from within. She learns how to be build the castle, and she's learning to grow. That she needs to care for her own castle, for not just lived but also maintained. That is going to be the part of Venus that's going to grow during this time. At 7 o'clock p.m., the ascendant is at Aquarius. Take a new approach, take a new solutions, find a new roads. Maybe we don't have to build it the way it was built it before. Now we have to build it a little different, proper, truthful, maybe. So there's gonna be a lot of things from within in, because the MC is in 25 degrees of Scorpio. It squares the sun at 21 degrees, and it squares Saturn, and it's opposing North Node, and it's like so much work, so much things. Why we just not abandon the castle? And that's what happened is when you see all those abandoned castles, that some people were too lazy to do the work. Some people were not going to evolve, not going to grow because they are lazy to do the work. They prefer to abandon the ship instead of fixing the ship and survive within the ship. So there is going to be a lot of energies during this time. Venus is going to be confused because she sees the opportunity, she sees the emotions, because the MC is entwined with Venus. Venus is entwined with uh, Jupiter and Neptune. For and MC is now in trine with uh, the moon in Neptune, and it's now like I see the opportunity. The question is will I take the opportunity? And that energy is going to be very powerful of inner fights from within. Would the little princess save herself within that boat from within? At 8 p.m., it's gonna be kind of like intense energies. The Saturn and the Ascendant are coming together at Aquarius. They are actually opposing the Sun, and a lot of intense energies during this time because of the T squaring. The MC is at Sagittarius. Is like you're receiving the messages for more bad news and the more bad things and the more bad situations, but this is really that. Love feels and heals everything. So MC, your spirit from within you that is in a Sagittarius, okay, it took its own fire, fires up the message towards like maybe we should do this and this. Venus, which is in trine with the AMC, look at it, the growth, look at it, Neptune, and says like we can do that. And Jupiter gives back this pull energy within MC is like clear, mental, precise picture of what you need to grow in there. Jupiter is a retrograde in Aries, which is the growth of the 1 year old, of the child. Venus is within Leo, which is the growth within the wisdom for. And MC, which is in Sagittarius, it's like I clear my dirt and I'll fix the thing right, and then I'll become celebrity. That energy is coming right now to play. If you catch that energy, you will see the proper things. Otherwise, it's only a pressure, 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 and it's like always have a problem, problem, problem. It's not problems, guys. It is a challenges. You're challenged to overcome problem, a issue. Okay, just because there is a tree fall in the road, that doesn't mean that you don't pass through the road. You have to either remove the tree or you have to jump over the tree, but you have to keep going in the road of life. That is going to be a good lessons in there at 9 p.m. The ascendant is joining the moon and Pisces for now. This energy is going to point out the divine energy towards the sun. Okay, now the queen is going to tell the king from within you. It's like, here, you see, we should have done this and this to save our kingdom. We should have done this to go ahead and do everything. We should gotta get all this energy. So you gotta get all that castle finally rebuilt. Stop with this party. Stop with this stargarness. Stop with this silence. Stop with all this. Stop with these situations. Grow. The sun, looking at that situations, there is a trend with the AMC. Is like, yeah, getting the message. Let me think about it. That's what the sun says because of this. But there is a divine energy from Mars and Lilith towards the MC. It's telling everything that needs to be, and it shows up the things. It's all about the family, but the family is not only the family of the king and the queen. The family is the whole kingdom. Okay, and the princess understands this. She looks all those talks and she understands all this, and she gains this wisdom from within. This is the time of the hour you're going to receive the energy of the proper motherhood. Maybe communications with the mother is going to be kind of like around 9 p.m., kind of like a late phone call situations for it. Be mindful that Mercury it's opposing the Moon during this time. If you call for advice and be nice and wise, yes, but if you're calling about problems and intense energies, get ready to hit back. It's like no, it's your thing. It's yours. Deal with it on your own. I don't need you. You put so much pressure on me as a mother. Deal with it yourself. And some of these things they have to go through and solve with love, with the karma, because Mercury is in trine with Uranus in the North Node, and the North Node has a sextile with the Moon. That is the energy you need to use. But direct confrontations you do to confront your Moon, your emotions, your mother. Some of you, if you have internal fights with yourself, you may end up in a lot of anger energies. All right. So stay within yourself, stay within the love. At 10 o'clock p.m., the ascendant joins Chiron. Chiron is now in divine energies with Mercury. It is about like heal within the divine, talk with the divine. They will tell you everything, how to heal, what you need to do, what is the proper things from within you. Okay, the MC is in Capricorn. It's trining Mercury. That is a when the spirit is going to talk to you and it's going to tell you, listen, this is the proper way. This is what the proper things. This is the proper situations. This is the proper actions. But you need to do those actions. That's what the AMC is in Capricorn. Action time. Not just talk, action time. And that it comes in because of the MC is at Capricorn, Earth sign. Mercury is in Virgo, which is a Earth sign. And now Taurus, it's also Earth sign. That is a uh, the North Node and Uranus in there. That beautiful energies are in the play for you to take actions on Earth. So at 11 o'clock, beautiful energy. You did a lot of work. You did a lot of things. Now at 11 o'clock, you are ready to kind of like sit down. You maybe not sleeping. You put in the plans. You making situations. You making things. It's so much power from within you. The AC is at 9 degrees in Taurus. It's approaching the North Node. MC is with together with Pluto, which is helping transformations. So between 11 and I would say 11:15 is going to be a very powerful energy till 11:30, 30ish. Beautiful time with Mercury, maybe late night conversations with friends or someone that about spirituality is going to be very good at this time for because Mercury's got now three trines. The one trine it's with descendant, the one trine is with North Node and Uranus, and the third node it's coming in with from with those planets in there. Mars, however, has got a trine with the MC, but he's not happy with the king. Now the warrior is not happy with the king. He's like, you are not a king. You only party and stuff, and you put me to wars, to this senseless wars. What I have to do with this? I am not doing it. I'm not gonna fight for you. I can give you the wisdom, but I'm not gonna fight your fights from within you. It's time for you to grow. And the sun looks at, and guess where it goes? The sun goes to its queen. Yes, every king, when it gets into these problems, he goes to the queen. And the queen tells him, do you remember a few days back when I gave you an advices? Did you took him? No. Ah, maybe you should have. So some of you maybe realized that someone told you something back in time and you didn't took the advices. And now you're like sitting in the pip. No, you got to get to work. You have to clean up the situations. You have to clean up the things. You have to work within you, and that's what the Mercury right now. It's in pretty good conditions about this, but don't talk about intense things. Talk about how you're gonna fix things. Now, why the things got broken? Because the things got broken, they're broke. Can't do anything about it. You can just blame, point, shame, or whatever the situation, but things are broke. So stop talking about how the things got broke. Start talking how the things to get fixed. And that is going to be the energy today of 11 o'clock. I will appreciate that you guys watching it. And if you guys have so many questions, let me know. Ray, thank you for coming in. Finally, we got the forces with us here. Skywalker is here. Good morning to you. Lisa, thank you for updating me the information about the energy report. I really, really like that. And if you too, for everyone, because there is a 4 people watching the report, if someone's got a questions in here, please write your questions if anything I can help you. If not, we're just gonna go ahead and close this report down. and much love to you too. All right, you're welcome, guys, and we'll come back into the main channel at 4 o'clock, and we are going to discuss the gravitations, energies, and your morals and ethics within spiritual connections, and we're going to talk very, very powerful things. They're going to be blowing you out. All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys, and be love. Okay, be love.